What's up, guys? We'll get started here in a little bit. Just taking care. There ended up being four non-pairs today, or cancellations, I should say. Two non-pairs, actually five total, three cancellations and two non-pairs. So a little bit crazy on that regard. And my Pirates are going to blow this game that they should have lost, none should have won. Now we'll lose. Oy, oy, oy. All right, just trying to get things squared away on my end here with the unpaid spots, and then we'll get started. Um, it was the Commanders and Bills. Alright. Almost done organizing these unpaid buyers. Alright. Four. Alright, so 0, 0, 0, 0. Alright, almost done, almost lined up here. Oh man. Alright. Lined up. It might be a couple minutes. It's just, like I said, I had 5 total go through as unpaid or unsold. Just trying to take care of that right now. Alright, do that. Go up top. Going. Alright. Give me a moment still. Alright. I'm just trying to line up the grab bags with all these unpaid. That is. Alright. Alright. Almost done. So sorry, slight delay past that 10:10 mark here. Just trying to get this done. Alright, so I gave us. Alright, so the bats. The bats. The bats. Alright, gold rush. Oh my gosh. All right, so we'll be going here probably about 10:15. So another 2 or 3 minutes, just trying to get these lined up here. Sorry. Rockies, Pirates. Again, 5 unpaid buyers. Not easy. Hold on. Bills. And Commanders. Then we have we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we'll have Browns, Jaguars, Saints, and Commanders. All right, and then all right, so then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is Falcons, Jaguars, Raiders, Saints, Commanders. Almost done here, guys. Thank you for your patience. I don't even get to watch my Pirates right now. And they were having a comeback. I don't know how they're doing because I'm trying to figure this out. All right. All right. And that's between line. Calculator. Where's my calculator? All right. All right. So, all right. I have it all lined up. It's going to be up on the site here in Lickety Splits. All right, so, perfect. All right. I've got that up. All right, guys. The grab bag should be on the site right now. Sorry for that delay. Grab bag should be on the site. Should be ready to go right now with that. All right, so go ahead, take a look at that. I'm going to make a couple quick, well, I'll make those quick edits here in a second after I get you guys on camera. All right, guys. Sorry again for that delay. Pirates tied it up. All right. Something else. Something else. All right. Maybe they can pull this game out. They have no right winning this game until the 8th inning. All right, guys. Sorry again for those delays. Cancel the orders. All right, those are good. That's good. All right, guys. Spots. No. Greg, no, I get it. The problem is, and there were some, and the problem with that is, um, eBay makes me leave that up for 24 hours, and so I did that one time, and then the buyer, 12 hours later, or like 11 hours later, was like, "Well, I bought that spot." Um, so I can't. There's not a real great chance of doing way of doing it, unfortunately. With that, Greg, with the spots, the unpaid buyers. Puts me in a weird position. All right, guys. As always, 5 or more spots going to get you something in the mail. 5 or more spots. 95 or more spots will get you a pack of Donruss 2026 Gravity, a little throwback football 1992 football draft picks, a little hockey 22-23 Tops sticker collection, 2024 Score Football Gravity, and a nice 2024-25 NBA Hoops pack. All right, now if you bought 10 or more spots, this is a really sweet upgrade. Those grab bags can count towards that 10 or more as well. How about a jumbo 2021 Chronicles Baseball Jumbo Pack, a 2025 Score Football Pack, a Overwatch League Hobby Pack from Upper Deck, NBA Hoops 24-25 Pack, and a 2023 Absolute Football Gravity Pack. So some great stuff right there. As long as you buy 5 or more spots, something's coming your way. 10 or more get you a little upgrade. All right, so paste the message. Give me a second to just go in. All right, just making sure with all these questions that came through, we are good. All right, guys. That is going to take us to. Oh, I do have to make a quick update on the site just to let you know our updated schedule. I have a weird schedule for next week. We'll do 2 breaks next week, but it's going to be a little bit of a weird timing. But I'm going to put that up there on the site right now. Thursday, 6. We are live. On here. All right. That should be all set. All right. Here we are. Dad-breaks.com. Upcoming break schedule. All right. So we're breaking tonight, Tuesday, July 28th. I am going to be in Cincinnati this weekend to watch my Pirates take on the Cincinnati Reds and then check out the brand new Buc-ee's they just built on the in the Dayton, Ohio area as well. So I'm just going out there for a day, but should be a lot of fun. So no break until Monday. And then we're going to break on Thursday of next week because I'm traveling the following weekend. So for work. But I wanted to get a quick little break. It won't be like a traditional Friday break. Actually, pretty small, but it'll be a nice little Thursday break. So we'll have a Monday and Thursday break of next week. So just keep that on your radar. All right. So what is out there in the break room? All right, we have in a mini helmet. This was just introduced about 2 hours ago. Mini helmet divisional break. We have just the NFC South available at this point. Everything else sold out. So NFC South is the only one available. Baseball. This is the juice. This is a brand new case. A brand new case juice break. One bat, two autographed juiced baseballs. We have the Diamondbacks, the Reds, the Guardians, the Rockies, Marlins, Mets, Padres, and Nationals. And remember, each spot you buy will get you a chance at these juice. And again, it's a brand new case. So the possibilities are just massive. And I'll go through just some of these names like Carmen Electra, uh, Damian Lillard, Gary Payton, Giannis, Patrick Ewing, Devontae Adams, Dan Marino, John Elway, Yarmer Yager, whole 1998-99 Dallas Stars team, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, and then the presidents Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, Gerald Ford, and Jimmy Carter as possibilities on autographed baseballs. Each team have equal chance of every single name that was on that list. All right, so pretty cool spots with that. Um, then we're sold out of the spots that were being available in the National. Then, by the way, this year's National starts tomorrow. Then we have our mini helmet and two jersey break. We just have the Bears and the Dolphins spots available. Bears and Dolphins spots in our mini helmet two jersey break. In our 16 by 20 in this is 3 box. So it's a 16 by 20. It's a jersey and a mini helmet break. We just have the Packers available. That's it. Green Bay Packers available. Then we have baseball by division. We just have the AL East and the AL Central having spots left in our baseball by division. Then in our figurine break, there were like 3 to 4 spots remaining, I believe. Maybe 5. I'd have to take a double look at that, but that's all that remains in our figurine, jersey, and photo break by letter. And then last but not least, our full-size helmet break. This is a 2-box break, 1 helmet, 1 jersey. We have the Cardinals, the Saints, and the Commanders. Cardinals, Saints, and Commanders. Everything else sold out. And then last but not least, our grab bag. So our grab bag. All right, the big one tonight is going to be a Chevy Chase Fletch jersey. So from the movie Fletch, 1980s movie, good flick. Sequel not that great, but the original pretty good. And Lakers, it's a Lakers custom jersey. Then here are the spots. There are going to be not 1, not 2, but 3 autographed 8x10 photos. So I'm going to do 3 autographed 8x10s in this break. I am going to have 1 Gold Rush Multi-Sport Value Pack. So 3 cards. Tends to be 1 is a slab and or auto. And then obviously there's some insane potential hits out of there. Then they're going to have some spots. They're going to be in the bat break, in the full-size helmet Gold Rush break, in the 16 by 20 football break, the mini helmet and 2 jersey break, and then we're going to have 12 spots in the national break. So if you were hoping to get a national, pretty much almost the same price here, but you also have a chance to get a Fletch, an autographed photo, or a jersey. So there are only 30 spots here. And there are 5 guaranteed autos, or 4 guaranteed autos, 5 guaranteed people getting something from the jersey to 3 8x10 photos. So really good odds of getting something for the price, and then good chance of getting something from the national or one of these other spots as well. So really good value for this. If you guys are interested, take a look at that. But that's about it for that. All right, and then if anybody has any questions, feel free to put those in the chat. Let me grab my brewski right here, behind me. Not my favorite. Well, I'm not sure we'll buy one of these again, but it is a Dogfish 30-minute light beer. Light beer. Not my favorite. Not going to lie. Not my favorite. But about a 6-pack, and we'll finish it off tonight. All right. Let me see. All right. Ooh, nobody out. First and second. All right. Cheers. What up, Jeff? That's what I have tonight. All right. If anybody has any questions, let me know. We have a lot of spots we do have tied into that grab bag. So, not a lot of spots to sell in the grab bag, and there were over half of them are sold already. Um, let's see if we can get that last. If whoever buys that last spot that's in that mini helmet divisional break, though, we're going to do divisional breaks first. We'll start the evening out with some divisional breaks. By the way, here's a look at the Chevy Chase Beckett authenticated Fletch jersey. But we're going to start things out with that mini helmet by division. Mini helmet by division break. I will refresh this in a little bit here. I do want to sell that last mini helmet break spot though. And we'll get into that one here. Division. All right. So I had Daniel, Mike, Michael. I'll get spots in our divisional break. I'm just putting these in here. So I have this for later. Mike has the AFC East. Ian has the Bengals. Also has the Browns in the full size. And NFC North. Just need to sell that last spot. And then we'll get Daniel of the West. And then we'll get this one going. Whoever buys that last divisional spot, the football divisional spot for the mini helmet, you are going to get a pack of Donruss 2024. Donruss 2024 pack. So you'll get a Donruss 2024 whoever closes out that divisional football break. All right. While we do that, look for that buyer, I'm going to figure out which box we're going to use. All right, so let's figure out the box we will use. On the table, I have box one. I want everybody to give me an NFL division. Everybody go ahead and give me one NFL division. I'll figure out which box we're going to use. We have 1, 3, and 4 as possibilities. 1, 3, and 4. And if you are new here, welcome. When we do these breaks, we do everything 7 times. So there's 1, 3, and 4. There's 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3 for the mini helmet. All right, box 3. Let me go ahead and grab that one. All right, so it's going to be this guy. Box 1, not today. All right, who bought that spot? All right, Mr. Evans, thank you. Michael Evans. All right, Mike, it's your name, Mike. And Mr. Evans, your name is going to go on a sticker, and you're going to get that Donruss pack. All right, so this is your pack. Mike Evans getting the first giveaway of the evening. All right, Mike. You have a Jordan Love, Sam Laporta, a parallel Rashawn Slater, press proof, Jordan Whittington, rated rookie, and a Deontay Johnson. All right, those cards, Mike, Mr. Evans, coming your way. All right, guys, last call on those guesses. Let's go. Let's refresh this. See what we got. All right, we got Mike with the AFC East, Michael C with the AFC North, Paul the AFC South, David the AFC West, Jeff the NFC East, Mike W. with the NFC North, Michael Evans with the NFC South, and Daniel, the NFC West. What up, Jose? All right, guys. No more guesses. Game on. Game on. Game on. Oh, the Pirates didn't score. Dang. All right, box 3. All right. We have a Dallas Cowboy. Dallas Cowboy Hall of Famer, it says here. Dallas Cowboy. 80 or 88? Could be Pearson. Is that Pearson? Is that going to be Drew Pearson? We'll find out. It's going to be an NFC East hit. NFC East. It's going to go to Mr. Hawks. All right, Jeff, getting the board started. Jeff with the hit. Let me see who we have here coming out. All right, Jeff. You remember, don't forget, take a look. Grab a grab bag spot. Not a whole lot of them remaining. Grab a grab bag. All right. Beckett authenticated here. All right. We have 1W 244 72884. And that is Drew Pearson. All right, that's what I thought it was. Drew Pearson, Dallas Cowboy Hall of Famer. And that'll be going out to Jeff. All right, Jeff, congrats. One more look at your Hall of Fame inscribed mini helmet. All right, guys. If you guessed the NFC East, you are going to get. All right, Daniel, you're going to get a chance here to box of mystery. We're going to take, because we're just going to do the mini helmet, the full size football, and the basketball. Take 2 names at the end of the year. But just 2 names that I see correct as of right now. Well, Daniel, actually, just one. Just one. All right. If you like the guess you gave us, go ahead, put it in there again. If you want to change it up, go for it as well. We're going to do that full size football. Full size football. Full size football out there. We're going to use that box there, box 6. Box 6 is the one we're going to use. Oh, no, the Pirates are losing. Again. All right, we have Gregory with the AFC East, Michael C., the AFC North, David, the AFC South, Daniel, the AFC West, Chuck Wagon with the NFC East, Jake, the NFC North, Michael C. with the NFC South, and Zack Attack has the NFC West. All right, friends, no more guesses. Good luck. Feel free to hit that like button for a little good luck mojo. Game on. Box 6. Box 6 here, guys. Good luck. Sealed up all the way around. There's 1 cut. There's 2. All right, Steelers. Steelers, 4-time Super Bowl. I think we might have pulled a Steeler the other day. The back-to-back Steeler hits. Oh, I know this one. One of the all-time great war heroes. War heroes. Rocky Bleier. Rocky Bleier, 4-time Super Bowl champion, war hero, Purple Heart Awardian. JSA authenticated. AFC North, guys. AFC North. Rocky Bleier on the hit. All right, Rocky Bleier. AFC North, Michael. Michael, congratulations. Nice hit there, Rocky Bleier. All right, so AFC North for the guess. No AFC North guesses. Nope. Mike Widows. Sorry. Didn't see Mike. Mike Widows has an AFC North guess. All right. So right now, just two people with correct guesses, and we're only going to do two giveaways. So for these divisions, so we'll see how you guys do on the basketball, full-size basketball. Go ahead, give me an NBA division. NBA division. Box 3 right here. Box 3. We also have box 6 is a possibility. Box 3 and 6 are going to be possibilities here for our NBA division. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3, the one that's out there. All right, guys, box 3. Give you guys a moment. All right, guys. We have Daniel with the Atlantic, Gregory the Central, Jeff has the Southeast, Jake the Northwest, Zach has the Pacific, and Chad the Southwest. I'm going to call no more guesses. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Box 3 right there. All the way around, front, side, back. This is a rip it, then ship it deal. Rip it, then ship it. Box 3. All right, we have is that a team basketball? No. That might be a team ball there. The Coach Act. JSA authentication. All right, this is going to be a Pacific hit, guys. Pacific. How about from the Los Angeles Lakers? Michael Cooper. Michael Cooper. Hanging with Michael Cooper. All right, Zach. Zach with the hit. Michael Cooper on the hit. Pacific. All right, hanging with Mr. Cooper. Going out to Zach Attack. Nice pull. The Hall of Fame. Michael Cooper. All right, Pacific. David with the guess and Jeff with the guess. And I think those are the only two correct guesses. David and Jeff. All right. Well, congratulations. JSA again on the authentication. All right, let me get these boxes of mystery ready right here. There are going to be three boxes out there. Two of you guys are going to get a chance at it here. There'll be 3 boxes. 2 of you guys will have a chance at the box of mystery. All right, so 2 hits. We'll do 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. All right, so 2 hits, 1 whammy. Looking good, looking good. All right. You're going to have Silver Police and Flower Power. Silver Police and Flower Power. That's our boxes. Top 2 names, going to pick a box of mystery. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 times. We're to Daniel and Jeff. All right, Daniel and Jeff. You each are going to get to pick a box of mystery. Congrats, Daniel. Congrats, Jeff. Good luck. All right, so we did this right here. All right, Jeff's going silver. That means Daniel. You're going to have a chance of police or flower power. All right, both of you guys passed on the flower power. Inside the flower power was not one but 2 packs of cards, Monopoly and Skybox Metal Universe. All right. This means that police is going out to Daniel. Daniel, you're going to get not 1 but 2 packs of football. Prestige 2024 Gravity and a little Chronicles Football 2021. All right, Daniel, 2 for the price of 1. All right, we'll start with your Gravity for Prestige. You have a J.K. Dobbins. There is a Zach Martin, a Justin Herbert, D.K. Metcalf, and you have a rookie here. That is a Terrion Arnold. Terrion Arnold, rookie, Prestige rookie. All right. That's your first pack. There is a second pack waiting for you here. Daniel, this is Chronicles 2021. All right, Dawson Knox, TJ Hawkinson, Chris Godwin, a Devonta Smith rookie. There you go. You'll take that all day, every day. A Kyle Pitts rookie. Rondell Moore, RIP. And a Michael Carter. All right, Daniel, take that Devonta Smith, though. All right, Jeff, that means you're going to get the whammy. All right, Jeff, here we go. Jeff, you are going to get your very own Star Wars Durables. All right, Star Wars Durables for Jeff. All right. Sorry about the thing. Diamondbacks won. Dang it. Ugh. All right, open it up. It is. All right, here we go. Let's give this a rip. All right, Jeff. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. You got a little Night Trooper. A little Star Wars Night Trooper. All right. This guy wants to stay in there, but we'll take him out. All right, there you go. That'll be coming your way, Jeff. Star Wars Durables Night Trooper. Oh, and then there's a little information, checklist info on that as well. You're welcome. I love PNC Park myself. I definitely think it's one of the best. The views are unbelievable. You're not going to have a view like you will at PNC Park. You might not like every amenity or whatever, the food. Yeah, not all whammies create equal. All right, guys. Got to head over to dad-breaks.com. The used car sale's been out and about. We have on the site baseball. We have the Reds. The Reds is loaded in this juice break. We have the Reds, Guardians, Rockies, Mets, Padres, Nationals. Again, brand new case. for the baseballs. So brand new seal case. We're taking 2 baseballs. He's loaded. And every one of those teams is going to have an equal chance, all 30 teams, including all the ones you see out there, for all 32 names that are in our loaded juice break here. So, like, if we pull let's see, a Jonathan Taylor, Deion Sanders would not count. I should take him off because he played baseball. That name should come off, actually. So it's 31 names. But John Taylor, John Elway, Mike Tyson, Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford, all these names would get pulled to any team, including the teams you see available. That's baseball right there. We have just I think it's less than a handful of spots remaining in our figurine, jersey, and photo break. It is a brand new series. It'll be the second or third jersey from that series. One photo and one figurine. We have just the Bears and the Dolphins. Bears and Dolphins in our one mini helmet, 2 jersey break. Now sold out of the 16 by 20 spots. Thank you. And then we have in our baseball divisional break the AL East and the AL Central if you want to grab a baseball spot. Everything else, nope, we still have in the full size. We have the Cardinals, the Saints, and the Commanders in our full size helmet break. And then everything else sold out except for our grab bags. The grab bag is a little mixture of everything. So there were about 10 spots remaining when I was looking at this before I brought it up here. 5 of those, so almost a quarter of you, are going to get a guaranteed something. So 3 autographed 8x10s. Someone's going to get a Gold Rush Dante Sport Value Pack. Someone's going to get the Fletch jersey autographed by Chevy Chase. So some really cool stuff. 12 of the people get spots in the National. We have other spots in the Mini, the 16 by 20, the full size, and the Bat Break. So really good stuff. Very fair price on those spots. So if you have any questions, let me know. Just trying to see. I think we're tied up. Every spot is tied up to being available. All right. So let me see something real quick here on my end. One moment. I just want to see how many are available on these. We go to the active side of things. All right. Starting at, I'll say 10:45 p.m. Starting at 10:45 p.m. So you got an order here in the last few minutes. I'll take you. Let me double check. I'll make sure it's 10:45. Yeah, starting at 10:45 p.m. Eastern time. If you've bought a spot, and so that would include Charlene, Mike, and Dave. If you have bought a spot, you are going to be eligible. I am going to give someone an autographed. Let me grab it here. Someone's going to get this autographed 8x10 baseball photo. I'm going to give this away. Every single spot that has come in since 10:45 and goes until we sell the rest of these spots gets you eligible for this autographed 8x10 photo. All right, so it's sealed up, Gold Rush, autographed 8x10 baseball photo. It is loaded with huge, huge potential. All right, so we'll put that right there. So each spot's going to get you a bonus chance on not only the giveaways, the hits, all that, but at that as well. I'm going to go in every spot that came in since we started. I just want to go in and fill those in so we're caught up to where we are right now. But that's how things will stand. But thank you guys. George, Mike Widows. I think I have those, but let me double check. All right, Chuck, Jeff Hawks, Mike Evans, Zach Attack, David, Daniel, Mike, and Mike. I think I have Mike's in there already, but just double checking. All right, have those. Have those. Okay. Daniel, I had yours in. David, you got a couple grab bags. Put you in. 1, 2. Zach has 4 grab bags. Zach, thank you, Zach. Put you in. 4. Mike Evans has 3 grab bags. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Hawks has a couple grab bags. 1 and 2. Chuck has a grab bag. Let me go ahead and grab some more here. All right, so Charlene, Mike Evans, Jake, Greg, Mike Evans, Paul, and Greg again. I'm just filling these in. Thank you, guys. All right, so Greg, I've got you at 4 grab bags. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paul, I've got you at 2 grab bags. 1, 2. Mike Evans, I have you with a spot in our Funko break, or figurine break, I should say. Greg, I had you with the Packers and the Marlins. Jake has the Diamondbacks and a couple grab bags. Thank you. Mike Evans, I put you in the South. Thank you. Charlene has a grab bag and the Cincinnati Reds. And then Daniel, Greg, Mike Evans, David, and Mike. Those are the spots that will take me up to where we're at now, and I'll be all caught up. If you grab a spot, go for it. It's going to get you a chance at that autographed 8x10 baseball photo you see on the screen. All right, so Mike Widows, I have you with 2 grab bags. 1, 2. I got you with the Dolphins. David, I've got you in our figurine break. Greg is with the Mets tonight. Mike Evans has a figurine spot. Daniel's got the Saints. And Daniel is also going to have a grab bag, couple grab bags. 1, 2. Let's see. One more order to get. Michael Carroll. Thank you, Michael. Michael, you closed out our baseball divisional break. Thank you, Michael. All right, Michael got AL East and AL Central. Also grab the Bears and the Friars. All right, so Michael's going to allow us to be able to go in. We're going to do our baseball divisional break here. Let me go back here. Hopefully it'll refresh and I'll be able to put Michael's name in there. All right, we're going to do that baseball divisional break. All right, everybody out there, give me one Major League Baseball division. Go ahead, everybody out there, put one in the chat, one baseball division. Just a handful, let me see, grab bag wise, not a lot of grab bags remaining. 4 grab bags remaining in there. All right, we have 1 through 5 here for our jersey. 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1, the guy that's out there. We're sticking with what's fun. All right, guys, last call on your baseball divisional guess. Put that divisional baseball. We have AL East and AL Central to Michael with that last second mojo. Paul's got the AL West. Chuck Wagon with the NL East. Michael's got the NL Central. And the Zack Attack has the NL West. All right, guys, I'm going to call no more guesses. Everybody out there, good luck. Here's our baseball duck. Quack, quack. Box one. And RSA brought back the old school box that they used to always use for years with the jerseys for our baseball. Quite a few of them look like this in our baseball series. The new series just got these. Right. We have a late buyer coming in with a hit. Hall of Fame pitcher, Jim Palmer. Michael, congratulations. Baltimore Orioles on the hit. Hall of Fame, the Money Tree. I think he was Money Tree. We have Jim Palmer. Jim Palmer, JSA authentication on the Hall of Famer. All right. Jim Palmer going up to Michael. JSA, does he still do announcing? He was a good announcer. Wasn't great, but he was a good announcer. That's what I was curious. He still did some announcing. All right, let me go in. Got a couple more. Michael and Jose. All right, Michael got the Cardinals. And then Jose has a grab bag and the Nationals. All right, grab bag. Just 3 grab bags remain, guys. Washington Nationals off the board as well. To Jose, that just leaves the Guardians and the Rockies in our bat break out there. We're going to close those out. Not a lot of spots remain, so let me go in, just update this real quick. Make sure that that number lines up with my end as well. That said 14 earlier. Hit refresh, and it should take it. It says, why did it say 8? Let me double check to make sure I have it right. It says 8 available. Did I give someone too many credits? Maybe I gave somebody too many of these. That's saying that there's 8 left in our grab bag. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I have this right. It's actually acting very weird, Shopify right now. So just want to make sure we're good. Uh, let's see. So there's one spot. Just have the Commanders in our full size helmet. Just have the Commanders in the full size helmet. Then we have, um, let's see, in our bat break, 2 teams in the bat break, 3 in our figurine break. So I'm just trying to go in and make sure that this is lining up correctly. Grab. All right, so just give me a moment to do this. I'll add a little giveaway stuff here in a little while, but I just want to make sure I got the grab bag stuff correct. All right, so David. So we got Charlene, Jake, Paul, Greg, Chuck, Jeff, Mike, and David. All right, let's double check on all this. All right, David, you had 2, and I put you in with 2. Mike Evans with 3. Zach, why do I have Zach? What did Zach by 4 of? Maybe Zach by 4 the National? Yep, that's what it was. That's what it was. All right, Zach had the 4 the National. I messed up on that, so that was correct. Zach. All right, no worries. We'll fix that. Grab bag. Put that into the National. All right, yep, we're all lined up. We are all lined up. Sorry for the confusion. All right, so there I can close those. All right, so let me just put in the orders that just came in there. All right, I have Ryan, Michael, and Case, and I think I put Jose already in. All right, thank you guys. Case, I have you at the grab bag. I have you in the figurine and with the Guardians. Michael Carroll closed out the football. Thank you, the Commanders. And Ryan grabbed grab bags, a couple grab bags, or a single grab bag. All right, I actually have 5 grab bags left down. All right, we are lined up right. There are 5 grab bags currently remaining. Why does it say 6? Oh, God. Well, I'll figure that out later. Let's do this break right here. We can do this break right now. Go ahead. I'll hit refresh and we'll line it up. Go ahead, everybody out there. Give me one NFL team. One NFL team. Everybody that guesses the team correctly will get a chance here. 2 boxes will have a $15 gift card. 1 box will have a whammy. So one person's going to have a 66 and 2/3 chance of a memorabilia card. What up, Ty? A little slow tonight. Some nice hits, though, but you would like the Cowboys helmet. We pulled a Drew Pearson mini helmet earlier. Yep. Right now, just giving me one NFL team. Let me hit refresh on this. All right, we got to figure out the football jersey. We know we're going to be using this helmet. This is helmet number 15. Helmet 15. What we don't know is what jersey. I have box 2 on the table. I also have 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for our jersey here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2. Box 2, guys. All right. Team number 8. Michael's got the Cardinals, Falcons, and Ravens. Case has the Buffalo Bills. David with the Panthers. Michael's got the Bears. Brandon with the Bungles. Mike has the Browns. Ty has the Cowboys. Jeff has the Broncos. David with the Lions. Michael's got the Packers. Taylor's got the Texans. Sarah's got the Colts. Peter has the Jaguars. Brandon with the Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Greg has the Rams. David with the Dolphins. Sarah's got the Vikes. Jeff with the Pats. Daniel with the Saints. Jeff has the Pats. Daniel with the Saints. Sarah's got the Giants. Peter's got the Jets. Daniel with the Eagles. Michael's got the Steelers. Zach has the 49ers. Christian's got the Seahawks. Jose with the Bucks. And David's got the Titans. And Michael with the Commanders. All right, guys. Black bag number 2. Black bag number 2. Uh, Cowboys was Drew Pearson. AL East. Oh, Jake. AL East, that's my bad. Jake, AL East, you both had it. You know what? You both, instead of doing like a box of mystery, I'm each going to give you guys a pack of cards. Let's try to do it identical style pack. All right. Jake, you said 2 people had AL East. Nate did not. All right. Nate and you have that. Nate and, or, put this up here. Jake, go ahead. Tell me left or right, Nate and Jake. I'll open up a pack for each of you guys. Good chance of one of you getting an auto or mem card. USA Stars and Stripes. Jake. All right, Jake going with the left. All right, Nate's going to get the one on the right. Nate, I'm going to give you the one on the right head. Jake, give me the. Nate's name down twice. Oh, jeez. Jake. Give me the left. All right, Nate, this will be your pack then. Stars and Stripes 2023 Stars and Stripes. This one is Nate's. All right, you have a USA national team card, a Ross Dunn, Carson Messina on the top picks, Kendall George, top prospect in the Dodgers, and an auto coming out here, Brock Wilken on the auto. All right, Brock Wilken, autograph card right there. He's a name that's had a little bit of buzzing around him. All right, Nate, we'll autograph Brock Wilken, rookie. All right, Nate, here we go. Or Jake now. Jake, this is going to be yours. You guys both wanted to pass on a pack with an auto. What's coming out of this? There's an Andrew Costello, Jack Payton, Daniel Armabula, another team card, and a parallel Hurston Waldrep. Nice pull right there on the Prism. All right, guys, congrats. Nate and Jake. All right. Now we'll open up these. All right, this was box two. Get a little beer juice on this. Why not? All right, box number 2. Black bag. We're going to give it a cut across the top. There's a name we saw on a mini helmet just the other day. This is going to be a Miami Dolphin. David is going to be the biggest Quinn Ewers fan of all time with his stash. He might be willing to make a trade if anybody's interested. And quarterback Quinn Ewers, this is his Texas jersey, Miami Dolphins on the hit here. All right, David, congrats. Dolphins, Quinn Ewers. Give me 1 second there. All right. You are welcome. All right, box 15. Box 15 is sealed up. The kiss. All right, cut. One more. On each side and then across the top. All right, guys, here we go. Ooh, we have a case hit. It says case hit. So we have a big one, a really big one. All right, let's see who it's going to be. Put the helmet there. No cheat sheet for me. No cheat sheet. So probably going to be obvious. All right. Oh, this is a beaut. Oh, is this pretty? Oh, is this a pretty helmet? We have a Sam Darnold. Super Bowl helmet right there. That is awesome. Look at that. Sam Darnold, Super Bowl, San Francisco Bay Area. Seattle Seahawks on a monster hit there for Christian. Christian has been looking for a Seahawk hit to finish his collection. Unfortunately, it's not going to have Seahawks logo, but I think Christian's going to love this. That is Beckett authenticated on your Sam Darnold Super Bowl MVP. All right, Seattle. Got that. All right. Seahawks and Dolphins for guesses. I don't think anybody guessed Seahawks or Dolphins. Did I miss that? Did I miss anybody with Seahawks or Dolphins? I don't see it. All right, Christian. By the way, it says San Francisco there. Christian is a 49ers fan first, looking for a Seahawks helmet to complete a full-size helmet for every team collection. I'll definitely take that, but he's still going to be looking for a Seahawks logo, I believe. Yep, that is Ty. All right. All right, no one with the correct guess. Let's do this. Let's put out there another Chronicles pack, a Chronicles pack, 2021 Chronicles pack. I'm just going to take a bunch of whoever's been in the break room here for a little while with comments, guesses. I am going to put your name in there. I had a chance here at that random price pack. Ryan will take your name out of that. There's one. Look, a whole bunch of chances here. Being an active participant, get me a little chance of some bonus love. 5, 6, one more makes it 7 times. All right, Daniel. Daniel, that's going to be you. Yep, Daniel. All right. Daniel, let me open up that pack for you here in a second. All right, Daniel, here is your Chronicles 2021 pack. Oh, there's a future Hall of Famer on the back. LaVisca Chenault, Lamar Jackson, Danny Dimes, a Kadarius Toney, Kellen Mond Clear. How about a Mac Jones rookie? And then a parallel Patrick Mahomes. All right, Mahomes coming your way. All right. Let me see. I just need to adjust this thing real quick, and that's going to be 6. All right, so we had 2, and there's 3, then 2, then 1. Let me see at the end here. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2. How is that off? Oh, I know. I know how that's off. That's how. Fix that. All right, we have 5 spots remaining. All right. So, as a reminder, I'm going to go through this real quick. We are breaking tonight, breaking this Friday. Just 1 spot remaining in our juice break. We have the Rockies. All right, we have the Rockies, and remember, every single team, whether you pull, and there's at least a Larry Walker, I believe. Larry Walker should be in here. Chris Bryant is in there. Who would be a Rocky? I thought Larry Walker might be. But we have 30 32 names on here, 32 names. These guys are cool here. All 32 teams, or all 30 teams, would have a chance at a Bill Clinton, a Jaromir Jagr, Roger Staubach, Joe Montana, Giannis, The Worm, Chris Mullin, Carmen Electra. All these names, all 30 teams would have an equal chance at that. So the Rockies are the last spot remaining in that break. We have 2 spots remaining in our figurine break. And we're sold out of everything else tonight, guys. Everything else. These breaks, though, are dependent on selling out of 5 remaining spots. So there are 5 remaining spots in the grab bag. And everybody that buys this, one of these spots is going to have a chance here at giving this away. The autographed 8x10 baseball photo. All right, so hey, a couple of buyers just came in. Michael. All right, so Michael Carroll bought 2 more grab bags. So there are going to be just 3 grab bags remaining, guys. 3 grab bags remaining. All right, and just a few spots remaining in general, but everything at this point is dependent on selling those last remaining spots. So thank you. But all sorts of grab bag is loaded, and I am giving away that bonus 8x10 baseball photo. All right, so let me go in, grab that. And I'm going to take a screenshot. This will help me. I'm going to go in and put the people are going to have a chance here because someone just bought another spot to help me go figure out who is getting a chance of the giveaways here. Michael Carroll. Michael is buying it up. All right, Michael, you closed out, I believe, our national. Could be wrong. Our grab bag, I should say. Or is there one spot remaining? Oh, there was one more spot. Michael, I apologize. One more spot. But Michael, I'm going to give you a little bonus love here. Michael, just for buying out 5 spots because I think you probably thought that was it. But there's one more left. Michael, I am going to give you a pack of Absolute Baseball, Mr. Carroll. Or Absolute Football. Absolute. This is 2021 Absolute Gravity Football from Michael Carroll. This is going to be a little bonus pack for you, Michael. Closing out a bunch of spots here for us. So, Michael, a little Gravity 2020 Absolute Football. Some rookies in the back. And a little sacks in the front. Kenny G. We have Devontae Parker, Carson Wentz parallel, a Elijah Moore rookie, and a Brevin Jordan rookie. A nice looking Brevin Jordan. Little kid reporter. All right, Carson Wentz still bouncing around, still with the Minnesota Vikes. All right, let's throw those in with you, Michael. All right, that spot that just came in. Jake buying the last 2 spots. Let's do it. The last 2 in our figurine break. All right, we're going to do the figurine break. Hopefully we come back. We'll fill out the grab bag. We'll be able to do that next. But let's do the figurine break. All right, all you guys have to do is put in the chat 1 letter from the alphabet. 1 letter from our alphabet. Don't worry if you don't see your name here. We'll figure that out in a moment. All right, we got to figure out the jersey, the photo, and the figurine. We have 1 through 10 in here. All right, I knew we were running a little bit close with all the stuff, so I actually opened up a brand new case today, not tonight, and numbered it 1 through 10 for us. I just knew with the buyers are coming in and time's going to be crunching. At least try to save a moment on that. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because 5 unpaid or canceled buyers makes things tough. 6 and 7 times. Photo number 2. Photo number 2. All right, so let me cross off number 2 from our checklist up top. And we're going to use this guy right here, number 2. All right, so we know we'll be using this guy. We'll put him back here. Let's figure out the jersey. I have number 1 on the table. We have 2, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1 is the place or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2. Box 2. Let me grab box number 2. So it is this guy, box 2. Box 1, not today. Now for the figurine. We have 1 through 5. We've used 6, 7, and 8. So we have 1 through 5. 1 again is our placeholder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 1. We'll stick with what's out there. All right. Don't worry, those aren't the letters that we're going to hold you guys to. We'll go in and change those up here in a second. All right. Lister randomizer 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There goes 7 times. Jeff, you're going to have the letter A. Jake, going to have the letter Z. All right. I'm going to go in. I will go and I will paste these in. And then we'll refresh to see what we got. All right. Jeff has A. George B. And C. Chuck has D. Jake has E. Chuck has F. Ty has G. George has H. We have Michael with I. George has J. Jake has K. Ty has L. Jake has M. All N. Michael's got O. George has PQ. Jake has R. Daniel's got ST. David's got U. George has V. W's won a case. George has X. Chuck has Y. And Jake has Z. All right. If you haven't put a letter in, no more guesses. Hey, what up, Christian? I know you're still going to have to shoot for a Seahawks helmet, I think, though, but it's an awesome helmet. All right, box 2. Let's get that game on. Photo number 2. Going to give it a cut across. Rip across, I guess. We're going to have a little Carrie Strug. Carrie Strug on the hit right there. All right. Gymnastic. This is 1996. Carrie Strug. Daniel getting a little gymnastic love from Carrie Strug. Congrats, Daniel. Carrie Strug from there. All right, box number 2. Box number 2. Secondary seals down there. All right, give it a cut. See what we got. We have a Ron Mix, Hall of Fame lineman for the San Diego Superchargers, Hall of Famer 1979. Jake getting a little San Diego / Los Angeles Charger love. Ron mixing it up with Jake. You are welcome. All right, it is figurine numero uno. Here, box 1. What is going to be in this guy? All right, does look like a Funko. All right, let's find out if it is. Yep, it is. Let's find out who it is. Ooh. All right. I'd have to phone home on this one. believe we're going to have the actor that played Elliot. It's Elliot. Yes, they do. The actor that played Elliot, I forget the name, with E.T. in the Funko on the iconic right there image and then Funko here. All right, so we have the actor that played Elliot on the Funko here. All right, Henry Thomas. Henry Thomas on the hit. How about that? Henry Thomas going out to Daniel. Daniel, congratulations. Henry Thomas on your Funko hit. E.T.'s coming home. Not just coming, he's coming to your home. All right, congratulations. Nice pull right there. You're welcome. All right, guys. For our guesses, very simple. MST. MST. All right, Jake had the letter T as a guess. Greg had the letter S. Jose and Mike Evans had the letters M. I think that's everybody. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. Let's see Jake, Greg, Mike, and Jose with our correct guesses here. All right. Let me go in to our box of mystery. And then one of you guys is going to get a box of mystery here. All right. Do two hits and one whammy. 2 hits and one whammy. How about that? All right, here are going to be your options: silver, gold, and rose gold. Silver, gold, and rose gold. 2 hits, one whammy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It's Greg. All right, Greg. 2 hits, one whammy. Go ahead and make your selection. Just a couple spots remaining on the site here, guys. Let's put those in. Oh, it looks like Greg might have even closed out. All right, Greg. Did we look? You guys can. I'm making sure you guys can hear me. Greg, go ahead and make a selection. I think we might be sold out of everything, actually. Greg, gold. All right. Hey, no worries, Greg. Just wanted to make sure. All right, Greg. Gold it is. All right, Greg. That means you passed up on the whammy. Inside of here was a Snoop Dogg with chalice. All right. Not gonna go out this time, but that Snoop Dogg Funko, it's in the running. It's in the running. And then he passed up on silver. Inside of silver was a jumbo pack of Contenders Football 2022. All right, so we missed out a little jumbo football. All right, Greg, how about a little Tops? We're going to throw this back all the way to 2009. 2009. All right. Oh, Max Scherzer rookie or something? Let's see what we're going to pull when we throw it back all the way to 2009. All right. You have a David Newhon, Rich Harden, David Price, rookie. All right, David Price, rookie. Not bad. Brandon Webb, Stephen Drew. There's a Dave Bush, Nolan Ryan, Legends of the Game. We have a Grady Sizemore, Tops Attack. A Cliff Lee, Hideki Okajandima, Joe Torre with the Dodgers, and Brandon Moss. All right. Those cards are going to be coming your way, Greg. A nice little David Price rookie in there, though. All right, Greg. Well, thank you. I am going to go ahead and grab. I have Greg with the last ones there. All right. Who bought Chuck and Greg bought the last spots? Thank you, guys. Give me a second here. I'm going to go and I'm going to take a little snapshot here. And we're going to go on. We're going to figure out all the giveaways here. All right. Give me 1 second. We're going to figure out who's going to get that giveaway here. I just want to put everybody's name in, like I said, into random.org to give away that autographed photo. All right, I'm grabbing everybody's name right now, and then we're going to see who's going to get that autographed 8x10 baseball photo from Gold Rush. And then we'll get into the grab bag. You are welcome, Greg. Thank you. All right. I think I have everybody's name. All right, I do. We're going to go, and this is for the autographed 8x10 photo. Autographed 8x10 photo. Top name. Well, just give me a second to go back and paste that. Give me a second. All right, grabbed it. All right, now we've got it. 7 times. Top name. Here's all the names. The 5 spots since I said I would do that giveaway. Thank you guys. Top name getting that autographed 8x10 baseball photo. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. This is going to go out to Michael. Michael, congratulations. All right, Michael, you are going to get that autographed 8x10 baseball photo. All right, so let me go ahead and give it a little. We'll give it a tap right here from Mr. Spinini. Oh, yeah. Box 8. This is a baseball autograph 8x10 photo. All right, let's see if we can play something nice. All right, how about this? Frank Thomas. All right, Michael will take that all day, every day. And that's a Blue Jay version. That's actually Frank Thomas in a Blue Jay game. Pretty sure, at least. It looks like a Blue Jay jersey in that. There we go. Frank Thomas. Pretty cool. Hall of Fame legend. Frank Thomas. And that is going out to Michael. Michael C. That'll be coming your way. All right, Michael, congrats. A little Frank Thomas autograph photo. There's a little bonus just for helping do the things we needed to get done today. Let me mark this down. All right. You are welcome. All right, guys. We have a lot that's going to go down with this grab bag here. All right, so I'm going to go in, and I'm going to show you how this is going to work. All right, so you see all these names here. The Glorious Value Pack with 3 people with the photo, the jersey, and then we have the spots that we're going to fill in. All right, I'm going to copy these names, all of these names here, and I'm just going to put them into random.org, and we're going to paste it back in that same order, and that'll be how we award the spots and giveaways. 7 times. 2, 3, there's 4. We're at 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times, guys. All right, Mike, you're going to have a spot all the way down to Jake. We're going to copy these, and then we're going to go back into here, paste it. Mike with us going to get the value pack. Jeff a photo. Mike will see a photo. Greg a photo. Greg's going to get the Chevy Chase. Greg is doing well in the grab bag the last couple of breaks here. Chuck is going to get the Rockies. Mike, the Pirates. Greg's going to get the Bills. Jose, the Commanders. David, the Browns. Greg's going to get the Jaguars. Michael Evans, the Saints. Paul, the Commanders. Daniel, the Falcons. Ryan, the Jags. Charlene, the Raiders. Michael C., the Saints. Case, the Commanders. And then the National is going to go to Michael C., Michael E., Michael C., Michael C., David, Daniel, Michael E., Jake, Paul, Michael C., Greg, Jeff, and Jake. All right, so first things first. Let's get the Chevy Chase. That is going out to Greg. Greg, congratulations. Bought that last spot. Good little mojo. The Fletch jersey, Chevy Chase, coming your way. Beckett authenticated. All right, so congratulations. We mark that down for you here. Good movie. I like that one. Taking us back a few years. All right, Greg. Chevy Chase. All right. Now I have every number in here except for the number 2. So I need Jeff, Michael C., and Greg to pick a number, 1 through 10, except for number 2. Mike Widows, this is going to be your Gold Rush value pack right there, Mike. I'm use that one for you, Mike. Now let me mark this down, Greg. Let's see something here. We have, it's going to be, that is, grab bag. So Jeff, Michael, and Greg. All right. Jeff. All right. I'm going to open up this, and then we'll figure out those photos. All right, 7 and 4. I will need Michael C. Michael C., you'll have to pick a number here, Michael C. All right, Mr. Widows, this is going to be your Gold Rush value pack. It is sealed up. There are 3 cards in here, typically 1 auto and or slab. There's definitely a slab in here. All right, we have a short print, Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet, and then the next card is sick. There is an auto, too, in here, but the next card's sick. How about this? How about this? How about a rookie of Kevin Garnett? KG, Clear Flare rookie right there of KG. That's awesome. That is sick. Kevin Garnett rookie on the pool. All right, great pull right there. And then last but not least, you are going to get a Beckett 10 Jalen Phillips autograph rookie as well. All right, Mr. Widows, congratulations. Nice pick. All right, nice pack. Mr. Widows. All right. 7, 4, and 3. Let me mark those down up here. 7, 4, and 3. Take those out. There is number 3. That is number 7. And that is number 4. All right, we'll build our way down. We'll start with 7. How about that? All right, 7 is going out to Mr. Hawks. All right, Jeff. This is Mr. Hawks' photo. All right, Jeff Hawks, this is yours. Hockey. How about this? How about a little Eddie the Eagle, Ed Belfour? Ed Belfour's coming your way. All right, Eddie the Eagle going to Mr. Hawks. Hawks is getting a Black Hawk. All right. Number 4 is Greg. All right, Greg. Number 4. Gotta get the sticker. All right, Greg, here we go. We have a running back from the New Orleans Saints, Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne in his Clemson uni. All right, Greg, there you go, little Travis Etienne. Nice back. The Saints now. All right, Michael. You're welcome. All right, Michael C., this is yours. Extravaganza. Number 3. This was number 3. We have a little Jim Perry, Minnesota Twin in the house right there. Jim Perry. A couple baseball photos for you here. Mike, you got the Frank Thomas, and now a little Jim Perry. All right, Jim Perry. Let me put that there, and I'll mark these down. You guys are welcome. Jim got Eddie the Eagle. Who's got the Gold Rush? All right. Thank you guys. Congrats as well. You are welcome. All right, guys. Let me go in and just fill in these spots that came from the grab bag. All right. So give me one moment. That won't take me super long to do. All right. So in our bat break, we had Chuck with the Rockies, and Mike Widows got the Pirates. And then in our full size break, we have the Commanders and Bills. All right, the Bills were Greg. Greg, that's a nice fit for you. You like that? Jose's got the Commanders. Then in the 16 by 20, 16 by 20. Let me mark these in here. 1 second. All right, so we have the Browns to David. We have Greg with the Jaguars. Michael Evans had the Saints. This is the 16 by 20. And then Paul had the Commanders. And then in our mini break, let's see here, mini helmet, the Falcons. Jaguars, Raiders, Saints, Commanders. Did we have Chargers? Might still be out there. I have to look into that. All right, Falcons were Daniel. I don't know if I filled that in or not. Ryan had the Jaguars. Charlene had the Raiders. Michael had the Saints. And Case had the Commanders. Might be a spot in there still. I'll have to look into that real quick here. All right. And then in the National, Michael E. all the way down to Jake. All right. And I'm putting those names in especially because I want to be able to make sure we know these people had a grab bag spot. All right, perfect. I just need to double check on one thing on my end on an order, and then we'll do a 16 by 20 mini helmet and jersey break. Everybody out there, I want you to put 5 NFL players in one line out there. 5 NFL players, one line. If you correctly guess the player that comes out, the full size or the 16 by 20, the mini helmet or the jersey, any player, if you guess correctly, everybody that guesses is going to get a $15 Dad Break gift card. That's right. Everybody that guesses an NFL player that comes out, give me 5 players, one line. If you guess correctly, $15 coming your way. All right, that's what I thought. Um, might have some, 2 teams remaining in a specific break, but I'll fix that here in a second. Looking for history. Details. I don't know why it's not showing. All right, I'll fix this. Titans and Chargers. All right. We still have 2 spots remaining in a mini helmet break. Titans and Chargers. If anybody's still looking to get in a break tonight, that was the buyer. One of my buyers that backed out, unfortunately, and I didn't catch that. So put it in the grab bag. So that's out there. All right. We have to figure out the boxes we're using. Mini helmet. We have 1 or 4. 1 or 4 for our mini helmet. All right. So mini helmet. 1 or 4. 1 and 4. 7 times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. All right, box 1. This is the correct list. I'll hit refresh. This will be the correct list. All right. Then we have for the jersey, 3's on the table. 4 is also a possibility. We also have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, top number will be the jersey we use. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 10. All right, box 10. Let me grab that real quick. 10's going to come on. It'll be this guy. 3, we're going to just put back here. And then our placeholder, box number 1. Box 1. We also have box 6. Last 2 numbers from the case. 1 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1 on that one. All right, guys. We have Gregory with the Cardinals, Troy has the Falcons, Michael with the Ravens, Case has the Buffalo Bills, David with the Carolina Panthers, Matt's got the Bears, Jake has the Bengals, David with the Browns, Tyler's got the Cowboys, Jeff with the Broncos, Zach attack with the Lions, Greg's got the Packers, Justin with the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, Greg with the Jags, Michael's got the Chiefs, William with the Raiders, David's got the Chargers, Greg's got the Rams, Paul with the Dolphins, Sarah's got the Vikes, Michael with the Pats, Michael E. with the Saints. Jeff has the Giants. Mike has the Jets. Daniel with the Eagles. Michael's got the Steelers. Zach's got the Niners. Case with the Seahawks. Jose has the Bucks. David with the Titans. And Paul is sitting on the commode. Is there two 16 by 20s? No, there are not. Did you think you had a different break? Like a different 16 by 20 break? Which break are you thinking? Are you thinking I'm missing you, or were you buying thinking there were two 16 by 20s in the break? Some spots were on eBay and some on the site. Just trying to get multiple views on the stuff. If it was on eBay, then I took it off the site. Same break. All right, guys. Let's start with the jersey. How about that? Jersey number 1. Jersey 1. Let's go. Here we go. Sometimes the if I put it on eBay, it's a little cheaper than what's on the site. Sometimes it goes for a little bit more, but just get more eyes on the product, sell it. Sometimes that's how I can get a new person to get into the breaks, find out about the breaks. So do it that way. All right, box 10. How about this? How about New England Patriot Drew Bledsoe? Drew Bledsoe. He is one of the biggest what ifs in history. Michael C. Nice hit. What if he never gets hurt? Do we never find out that Tom Brady's as good as he is? I've always wondered that. That's like one of those big, huge what ifs. I mean, he's a 6th rounder. Guys aren't guaranteed to play. Drew Bledsoe. Nice hit for the Patriots right there. Fun hit. I mean, he was the franchise quarterback. He just got like $100 million deal or something like that. 150, big money. I think it was the largest quarterback contract at the time, even. All right, here we go. Oh, monster hit, guys. Absolute monster. From the Green Bay Packers. How about a little Jordan Love? Jordan Love on the hit. That was a spot that was available till the very end. So, like Greg, that was like a last-second spot, if I'm not mistaken. Greg, great hit right there. J Love. Jordan Love. Big hit. Jake, so true, so true. All right, Jordan Love. All right, Beckett authenticated on the Butte. J Love. All right, here we go. It's photo time. Number one. All right, seal it up. That's all the way around. One cut right there. Another cut. Let's go. Quarterback. Can we get a trifecta? We've had 2 quarterbacks so far. Not going to have a quarterback. How about a little Zach Thomas? Zach Thomas in his college threads. That'll be a Miami Dolphin hit right there. Zach Thomas. Tall. Oh, Zach Thomas. Man, does he look tall in that photo? Zach Thomas, a guy that was not tall. He looked tall in this photo, though. I guess it helps that no one else is in there and make him look short. But there we go. Zach Thomas. We're seeing him wear number 35. All right, but we have the Miami Dolphin Hall of Famer, Zach Thomas. Nice hit. Great call, Zach Thomas. All right, do we have any love guesses? About Tyler. Jake with the correct guess. All right. Anybody with Bledsoe? That's a tougher one. All right, Jake with the correct guess. How about that? All right, $15 gift card coming your way, Jake. All right. We got a couple orders come in. Thank you. Ty got both of those spots at the end here. Thank you, Ty. All right, as an unofficial reclosure of the break, I am Ty. I am going to give you a small little gift. Ty, your choice, left or right, Mr. Bates? Left or right, Donruss Gravity 2024. Go ahead, left or right, Ty. Let me know which one you would like. You got it. Right it is. Because there is no wrong. All right, this one's off. By the way, tomorrow I'm going to be working until about 10 o'clock tomorrow night for my job. So if I don't get back to you, if any questions tomorrow, don't worry, I will get back to you. And then I travel. I'll be in Erie all day on Thursday. But I'll get back to you here. That's one of the reasons I'm not doing a break on Fridays, because I'm going to be traveling the next couple of days a lot. No overnight, but a lot of travel. Aaron Jones, Tyreek Woolen, Christian Kirk parallel, a Ricky Purcell rookie, not bad, little Ricky Purcell, and Gardner Minshew, but a nice Ricky Purcell. All right, those cards will be coming your way, Ty. All right, let's do our national break. All right, we're going to go in and do our swoops, our spots from the national. I'm going to go, we'll figure out what boxes. Don't worry if you don't see your name. Don't worry, we'll get to it. We're going to figure out what boxes we're going to use first. All right, it's going to be 2 cards, 1 photo, and 1 jersey. All right, so let me grab the jerseys. There's only a couple, I believe. 1 and 8. 1 and 8 are the only 2 possibilities here. 1 and 8. All right. For this, you're just going to give me 1 letter from the alphabet, guys. Everybody out there, 1 letter from the alphabet for this one. All right, 1 and 8 for our jersey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box number 8. All right, so this was number 1. This is number 8. We'll put that one right there. Then for our photo, we have 1, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Number 1. All right, we're going to use number 1 on this one. Cross that off. All right, give me this guy. Then for our national, we have boxes 2 and 4. And then we have 7 and 9. Let me just hold on to 7 and 9 as well. Bring those over. 2 of those. Those are the last 4 I have from our national collection from last year. National starts tomorrow this year. I'm going to miss being at it this year. I was hoping to go. I was hoping to do a Chicago trip this weekend, but it didn't work out with my cousin to stay with them or hang out with them. So we made that work last week. There's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Boxes 9 and 7. 9 and 7 is actually the 2 that I just brought on the table. 9 and 7. These 2 right here. 2 and 4, not today. All right, guys. Jersey, those 4 items in this break. All right, don't worry if you don't see your name. We're going to go in. I'm going to show you what this will look like in a second. All right, so 7 times. Here are all the names, and if you see the second letter is capitalized, that's just my little note that the person got their spot from the grab bag. All right, so that was from the grab bag. So when I go to fill orders, I'll know where to fill it from. There's 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. All right, Jake's going to have the letter A, and Paul's going to have the letter Z. It's Arlie Zalapski. And Zobrist is the more likely pull. But Arlie Zalapski's the double Z in, so I enjoy that. All right, we're going to hit refresh, and then we'll see what we got. Jake has A, Daniel B, Jeff C, Zach D, Jake E, David F, Ryan G, Jake has HI, Michael has J, Greg has K, Zach has L, Daniel has M, Jake has Jake has N, Michael has OPQ, Paul has R, Zach has S, Greg has T, Daniel U, Zach V. We've got Paul with W, Michael X, Jake Y, and Paul's got Z. All right, guys, no more guesses here. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. We'll start out with the photo. And for this, let's use Life is Like a Box of Mystery. You never know what you're going to get. All right, photo number 1. Going to rip it from top to bottom. Well, how about that? We have a product. We had a baseball product, and now we have a multi-sport with the same photo. We haven't pulled this photo in years. Here we are. 2 Frank Thomas, 1 night, Toronto Blue Jays. The letter T. Greg. Greg's going to get this one. Congratulations, Greg. You're going to get this Frank Thomas. And this is going to be Beckett. 1W886679. It might be 866679, but I think it's 1W886699. Oh, yeah. Let me mark this down. All right, Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas, 8 by 10. I just want to make sure that I send the right one to the right person. All right, it's 868679. All right, so 1W868679. All right, that'll be the one that you will get, Greg. I just want to make sure I send the right person, the right one. All right. Here we go. Black bag number 8. Cut across the top here. Multi-sport. We're looking at baseball. And did I seriously just say this? How about that? The letter Z. The letter Z. Ben Zobrist. I just called that. Ben Zobrist. 2016 World Series MVP. Ben Zobrist. The letter Z coming up big. How about that? Paul, congrats. All right, Ben Zobrist. I can't believe it's been 10 years. All right, that was the last time I had been to Wrigley was 10 years ago before I went last week. All right, box 7, or a week and a half ago now. Box 7. There we go. Signed and slabbed rookies from last year's National, 2026 or 2025 National. All right, let's cut into that, see what we got. All right. We have a Bobby Humphrey rookie. Bobby Humphrey, the letter H, Jake. Well, Bobby Humphrey, 1990 Pro Bowler. And he signed his 89 rookie card. Bobby Humphrey, more running back for the Denver Broncos. Did he play for the Chargers too? I feel like Chargers or Chiefs. I think it was another NFC or AFC West team. I could be wrong. But Bobby Humphrey. Right, Bobby Humphrey. All right, here we go. Box 9. Let's get a heady. Let's get one of these headliners. Let's go. Here we go. All right, cut it across. All right. Well, this is also throwing it back. Hall of Famer, Rookie of the Year. What year is this card? This is an 89-90. All right, I thought it might be a year or two older. How about an autographed rookie Hall of Famer, Mitch Richmond? Mitch Richmond, the letter R. Paul as well. Congratulations, Paul, on the Mitch Richmond. Had a great long career in the NBA. Mitch Richmond, Golden State Warrior rookie. Out of 10. All right. So we actually pulled a couple Hall of Famers in that break. Let me mark this down. Mitch Richmond. All right. HRT. They should make a card. Sounds like that. HRTZ. HRTZ for the giveaways. HR. All right, Ty, you're going to have a chance. HRTZ. Nate's going to have a chance. Charlene and Jeff S. will have chances. I have Nate, Ty, Jeff, and Charlene. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. All right, those are the names I have for a chance at a box of mystery. All right, here we go. Here are our boxes. All right, Ty, Nate, Jeff, and Charlene. Top name picking a box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jeff. All right, Jeff. You want the police, the shark, or the graham cracker, or whatever it's called? We did. What break did we just do? We did this one. All right, Jeff, go ahead and make your selection. Grab a drink. All right, Jeff is going with the shark. All right, Jeff, that means you passed up on the police. And inside the police was a massive 2024 Prism Jumbo Pack. All right, so missed out on a chance for something big. 2024 Prism Jumbo. And you passed up on the whammy. How about this? How about your very own Skibbity Toilet? Skibbity Toilet Mystery Figurine. All right, so you missed out on your own Skibbity Toilet Mystery Figurine. Boom. All right, Jeff. That means you're going to get a little hobby baseball, Topps Big League Baseball hobby pack. Let me put your name on a sticker. We'll open that bad boy up. All right, Jeff, here we go. Stephen Kwan, Seiya Suzuki, Reed Detmers. All three of these guys are having these two are having good years. This guy's having a really good month. Bobby Witt not having a good month, injury-wise. Shane, Don't Call Me Justin Bieber. Lords Guriel, Ha-Sung Kim, and Anthony Santander. Part of the We Don't Hit Anymore Blue Jays. All right, Jeff, those cards coming your way with your little Star Wars figurine. All right, guys. We're going to jump back over to football. We got 3 breaks, football, baseball, and we'll end it with football. Actually, we have 4 breaks. Let's do baseball then. We have 4 because we actually have the full-size bat break. Let's do that in a little right now. Let's do this bat right here. We'll do the. I have 2 bats. One of them is a big case. That's why you don't see it out there. All right. So if you don't see your name, don't worry. That's a big case. We'll get that one later. 1 bat, 2 balls. This is the juiced break. Juiced. You are welcome, Jeff. All right, everybody out there, you're going to give me a guess of juiced or not juiced. Juiced or not juiced. For definition of the product, juiced means there's a lot of big names. But by guessing, juiced means the player did not play professional. The person or non-athlete did not play baseball at any professional level. All right. Let's figure out our bat first. I have 1 on the table and 3 in the corner of the den. 1 and 3 are going to be the possibilities for our bat. So 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 1. All right, so we'll stick with the bat that's out there. That's bat number 1. Now we got to figure out the 2 baseballs. Here we go. That's bat 1. 2 baseballs that we're going to use from a fresh case here. All right. Let's say juiced. All right. For guessing purposes, or for saying juiced or not juiced, but for our using purposes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 through 8. 1 through 4 at the top. 5 through 8 on the bottom. For a little note, we'll come back to that here in a second. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, we're going to use 6 and 3. 6 and 3. All right, so 1, 2. This is 3. We're going to use that. 4, 5, 6. This one right here. 3 and 6. Those will be the ones we use in our juiced break. All right, guys. Last call on the guesses. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks. Jose's got the Braves. Michael with the O's. Brandon with the Bo Sox. Jose's got the Cubs and White Sox. Shirley's got the Reds. Case with the Guards. Chuck has the Rockies. David with the Tigers. Jake with the Astros. Michael's got the Royals. Matt's got the Angels in the outfield. Ryan with the Dodgers. Greg has the Marlins. Chad's got the Brewers. David with the Twins. Ray's got the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Peter's got the A's. Chuck Wagon with his Phillies. Peter's got the Pirates. We've got Michael with the Friars. Zach Attack has his Giants. Daniel with the M's. Michael with the Cards. Matt's got the Rays. Jose with the Rangers. Mike has the Jays. And Jose with the Nets. All right, guys. Jose with a massive hit in the break room the other day with the same lineup, same break. Oops, I didn't want to pull that off. I want to pull that off. All right. Good luck. Got our baseball duck. Box 3. Box 3. Quack, quack. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Box 3. All right, going to cut into this, see what we got. Oh, huge hit. It is not juiced by your definition, but huge, huge hit here. All right. Rawlings. Major League Baseball, JSA authenticated from the New York Yankees, Hall of Fame closer Mariano Rivera. One of the all-time greats right there, Mariano Rivera. Big hit for the Yankees in Case. Nice hit, Case. Mariano Rivera. Boom, love that one. That's a great pull. Great signature, too. I feel like everything Mariano Rivera in his life, and everything he did great. All right, Yankees, base. All right. In case you didn't know, no more guesses. I made that quite clear. All right, this would have been box 6. Box 6. Secondary seal, we're going to cut into that, see what we got. Oh, we're juiced, guys. We are juiced. All right. This guy plays in Los Angeles, my friends. For the Los Angeles Rams, we have a Rawlings. Major League Baseball. This is authenticated by Beckett down there. We have wide receiver Davante Adams. Davante Adams right there. That is going to get razzed off to our whole group. Everybody here going to have a chance at that one. All 30 teams at the Davante Adams. All right, it is bat number 1. Bat number 1. It's time. Let's go. They do not want us opening it down there, so we're going to avoid that side. But they said, you know what? Get your hacksaw. Scratch my back. All right, let's cut into this. See what we got. I'll go across like that. There we go. We have from the Washington, I know this one, from the Washington Nationals, outfielder James Wood. James Wood on the hit right there. Very nice. Washington Nationals. Jose, the juice break is your friend. Nice hit, Jose. James Wood. James Wood coming up. We told him in a Gold Rush break not long ago. All right, James Wood coming up big for Jose. Washington Nationals. For now, at least, he's a national. Could change. I don't think it will, though. Not yet. Good for C.J. Abrams, though. All right, James Wood. By the way, this is Beckett authenticated on your wood. Your wood is wood. It really is wood. That's so wood. I would. Jose. Tigers end up winning the next 6 games and he doesn't get traded. I don't know. They scored enough runs today. They should have saved a few. I'll tell you what. The more and more I hear about it, is I hear the Brewers and the Dodgers are going to be the two teams that are going to make the biggest play for Scooble. Brewers and Dodgers. The Brewers have more prospects though. All right, but the Dodgers are willing to do anything and everything because they're worried. If there is a salary cap of some sort that they're going to have to cut back big time after this year. Top team here getting the Devonte Adams autographed baseball. How fun! Box 3, box 4, 5. Let's do it 6 time. Top name. Here we go. The Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore Orioles coming up with this, and that is Michael. Michael having a great night. Michael, congrats. Little Devonte Adams. Nice pull here. Devonte Adams coming your way. Michael C. All right, Michael C. with the Devonte Adams. That's why I said they're going to pull off the 6 wins in a row, David, and they're going to keep them. They were not looking good before today, though. It was a struggle in Detroit. You hate seeing players like that go, but definitely could see it. Unfortunately, if they don't, they don't have a great week. All right, guys, let me hit refresh. That all those question marks was because the person basically fell off the face of the earth and didn't pay. All right. We know it's box 2. We know we're going to be using this one. We're not going to have a Gold Rush mini helmet break next week. We're actually going to have a Gold Rush full-size football break next week, so be on the lookout for that. I don't have a new series just yet for Gold Rush, so we'll be looking out for that next week, the Gold Rush full-size football, paired up with a mini helmet and jersey, so a little bit different for that next week. All right, so box 2, we know we're using this one. Let's figure out the 2 jerseys. Juiced. I got to do the Juiced giveaway. Before we figure out this one, we got to do the Juiced giveaway. So if you guess Juiced, you're going to get a chance here. All right. A lot of people guessing Juiced. All right. And one person is going to get an autographed hobby box pack. Hobby pack. With a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph. There we go. You speak correctly, you'll get it. All right. No whammy. No whammy. That's right. We're going to have someone get hobby pack. At least one auto. Could be one auto and one memorabilia card. All right. So it's going to be this one right here. All right. Top name. Top name is going to get that pack. Let's go. Juice guesses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. Here we go. Top name. Jeff. All right. Guaranteed auto coming out to Jeff. Congrats. All right, Jeff. Guaranteed auto to Jeff. Jeff S. Could be 2 autos. Could be 1 auto, 1 memorabilia card. All right, Jeff. Let's do this. All right, Jeff. This is your pack right here. All right. 1 auto, 1 mem, or 2 autos? This is. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. All right. There's a beautiful. You have 2 autos, but you also have a memorabilia card. So it is 1 auto, 1 memorabilia auto card. All right. Camilo Diaz is your first card out of 249. Shane Drone on your auto. Your next one is a die cut. This is a die cut of Michael Parker out of 9. Number 2 of 9 on your Michael Parker from the Washington Nationals, who's had a nice year this year. Michael Parker, nice short print, number 2 of 9. That's awesome. Your first auto, on-card auto from the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, Giants. Nick Swiney. Nick Swiney is your auto. Nick Swiney. How about an auto swatch? Nick Neidert. Nick Neidert out of 149 for the Miami Marlins. Nick Neidert out of 149 auto feature threads auto signature. Nice pull right there. Nice pull. Nick Neidert for the Marlins. A little love for you there. Jeff. You're welcome. All right, guys. Now we'll go back to the mini helmets. All right, everybody out there, do what we did earlier. 5 NFL players. Every single person that guesses a player that comes out of here, you'll get a $15 gift card. We did that earlier. We had success. I already was able to send it out. It was just one person. I sent it out to Jake. Jake, you already have that $15 gift card. If you didn't know, you do now. Go ahead, give me 5 players, 1 line. I'm going to figure out what 2 boxes we're going to use for the jerseys because that mini helmet is guaranteed to be the one we use. All right, we have 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 for our jersey possibilities. 5 players, 1 line. All right, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 3 and 4, the 2 that are out there actually staying. All right, so we actually have 3, 4, and this is box number 2. We're going to use that last, though, because that's the last one from the case. Let's see if we can pull a headliner. All right, guys, in the break, we have Greg with the Cardinals, Daniel with the Falcons, Jake is the Ravens, Brandon with the Bills, David with the Panthers, Mike with the Bears, Mike is the Bungles, Troy with the Browns, Ty's got his boys, Paul with the Broncos, David's got the Lions, Jeff with the Packers, David with the Texans, Jeff has his Colts. Ryan's got the Jags, Jeff with the Chiefs, Sherman's got the Raiders, Ty's got the Chargers, David's got the Rams, Mike has the Dolphins, Sarah with the Vikes, Matt's got the Pats, Michael's got the Saints, Jeff has the G-Men, George has the Jets, Daniel with the Eagles, Case has the Steelers, Zach has the Niners, David with the Seahawks, Jose's got the Bucks, Ty with the Titans, Case has the Commanders. All right, guys, I'm going to call it here. No more guesses. Let's get into this. Let's see if we can pull some heat. If you haven't put your guess in, get it in now. All right, guys, no more guesses. All right, we're going to start it out. Let's go. We're going retro good luck charm on this guy. This is one of the OGs in good luck charmness. Oh yeah, hot dog Frank. Here we go, big hit. Box 3. Our seal is down here. Gonna give it a cut across. See what we got. Ooh, from the Pittsburgh Steelers, wide receiver Hines Ward. Hines Ward on the hit for the Steelers. Case, nice hit, Case. Hines Ward, JSA authenticated for the former Georgia quarterback and wide receiver, running back. He did it all at Georgia. All right. and hopefully future Hall of Famer, but it's a tough one. One of the greatest blocking wide receivers of all time. Did it all, but stats aren't like spectacular. They're good. They were really good. He did stuff to win the games. All right, guys. Oh yeah, here we go. Quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. Seal up right there. Throwing that around. Give it a cut. We have Ed McCaffrey. Ed McCaffrey. All right, there we go. Ed McCaffrey from the Denver Broncos. Paul on the hit. Ed McCaffrey. Ed McCaffrey. Beckett authenticated on the Ed McCaffrey. When I think of Ed McCaffrey, good receiver, good blocking receiver as well. Two really good. Two of the best blocking receivers in the history of the game, actually, McCaffrey and Hines Ward. Um, I will never forget. I went to bed September 10th, and I may have said this before here. Went to bed September 10th, 2001, watching the Broncos play the Giants, and Ed McCaffrey had a gruesome injury in that game. The next day, the world forgot about that injury, but it's the last thing I remember before my world. You know, like when I woke up, I woke up. I was in college, and my first class wasn't until like 10, so it already had 9/11 was happening. It was in the midst of. I think the two towers had been intact, nothing else. When I woke up, um, and the Ed McCaffrey thing was kind of forgotten. But there we go. All right, Ed McCaffrey. Yeah, he had some decent kids play some football too. Then, all right, guys. Let's hit fun. Let's go. Let's get one of these headlines. Here we go. Big hit. Oh yeah. I want to see one of these right here. Yes, I do. We have a specialty college lunar eclipse helmet. We have, look at this. Look at this. Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey on the hit. It's going to be based on games played. Alshon Jeffrey. You do not see college lunar eclipses that often. Beckett Lunar Eclipse. Alshon Jeffrey. And that again is going to be based on games played. Is that going to be an eagle? Is that going to be a bear? Where's that going to be? Where's that going to be? All right. But that little cock out there, he's gaming. All right. Let's find the right. There we go. Games played. That is a Chicago Bear. Chicago Bear on the hit. Alshon Jeffrey. All right, Alshon Jeffrey. Chicago Bears. Michael with a Garrett hit here. Congratulations, Michael. Alshon Jeffrey on the hit right there for the Gamecock Lunar Eclipse. Beckett authenticated. Nice looking helmet right there. I thought it was Bears, but it was going to be like I thought it was actually. I'm not gonna. I thought it was gonna be a little bit closer. I was leaning Bears, but I thought they played the same amount of seasons. I just thought he played more games in those seasons with the Bears, but it ended up being 5 versus 4. I thought he did 5 with the Eagles. All right. Any McCaffrey, Wards, or Jeffrey guesses? Any Ward. Greg had a Hines Ward guess. How about that? Although it could have been a Cam Ward. Greg, was that a Cam Ward guess? Oh, that was the wrong one. That was a previous. You know what? No one got it correct. Sorry. Was that? I think it was probably Cam Ward for a previous one too. But I could be wrong. It could have been Hines Ward. But either way, no one with the correct guess on this one. But you know what? Let's do a hobby pack with an auto. Everybody put a guess. All right, Heinz. I realized it was a previous break. That's why I was like, ah. Oh. But everybody that put a guess on this, you have a chance here at a boxing mystery. All right, top name gonna get that auto. Not a box mystery. You're gonna get that auto. Back 4, 5, 6, and there's 7 times. Jeff, another autograph coming Jeff's way. All right, Jeff got that major surgery this week on Friday. Big time surgery for Jeff. Thoughts and prayers are with you, my friend. Ooh, few autographs coming your way on top of that, though, at least. Procedure, surgery, big time stuff, though, either way. All right, Jeff. Guarantee you get an auto from the 2022 draft class. Isaiah Spiller. Kyron Williams, nice rookie. Devontae Price. Another two Kyron Williams rookies. Jack Jones. Romeo Dobbs, good pack, good pack. You have an auto of Micah McFadden. Micah McFadden on the auto. All right, good pack. You're welcome. All right. We're going to jump over. Do baseball. We have a brand new case for this one. Brand new case. All right, everybody out there. Just like what we had been doing, I want you to give me 5 baseball players. That's right, 5 baseball players. If you guess a player that comes out of this, $10 gift card. No, we'll do 15. We'll do 15. If more than 2 people, if it's 3 or more people, we'll do 10. So if everybody says Frank Thomas and it's Frank Thomas, everybody will get a $10. But if it's 2 or less people, you'll each get a $15 gift card. So I think that makes sense. No confusion with how I explain that, hopefully. But go ahead, 5 players, 1 line for your bat and 2 ball break. All right. These are the bats. We're just going to cut this open. I have to put some stickers together real quick for this. So I don't die. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This is number 6. This is number 5. This is number 4. 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the way I did that one. All right, this is for our bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. All right, bat number 6. Bat number 6. That's that bottom. Oh, you're right. All right, number 6. All right, then we got to figure out the 2 baseballs. So put those balls down there. We put this in the corner of the den. All right. 2 baseballs. 1 through 10 are possibilities here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 10, 4 over out. All right, 10 and 4. 4, that's 10. All right, 10 and 4 right there. 1 and 2, adios. All right. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks, George has the Braves, Justin with the O's, Brian's got the Bo Sox, Jose's got the Cubs, Ryan with the White Sox, Case has the Reds, Jake with the Guards, Chuck Wagon with the Rocks, Case has the Tigers, Greg has the Astros, Brian with the Royals, George has the Angels in the outfield, Case has the Dodgers, David has the Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Mets, Case with the Yanks, Jose's got the A's, Chuck Wagon with the Phillies, Mike's got the Pirates, Greg has the Padres, Zach's got the Giants, Tammy with the M's, Michael's got his Cards, Chuck Wagon with the Rays, Jose's got the Rangers, Jays, and Nats. No more guesses, guys. All right, guys. Box number 4. Let's use a stress ball. All right, squishy baseball number 4. Sealed up, doing his thing. Secondary seal right there. Gonna cut in, see what we got. All right, there's the baseball. Ooh, nice pull right here. We have a catcher, a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball from the Houston Astros. Greg, a little Yanier Diaz. Yanier Diaz from the Houston Astros. Yanier Diaz, Houston Astros catcher. All right, nice hit there for you, Greg. All right, box 10, sealed up. All right, secondary seal right there. Cut time. Oh, this guy's a nice, good ball player as well. Having a good season. Rawlings TriStar Authenticated. Had a good night last night. I don't know how he did today. But from the Chicago Cubs, infielder Nico Hoerner. Nico Hoerner. Jose with another hit tonight. Nico Hoerner. Going out to Jose with the Cubbies. Nico Hoerner. All right, Jose, a little Nico Hoerner. All right, it's bat time. All right, this is the knob, so that where that number 6 is where we're going to open it. This is our barrel. Gonna cut into the other side, though. All right, lumber addition time. Let's go. All right, I think we saw this theme the other day as well. We did. We've seen both of the names recently we've pulled. All right, we have the Luis Robert David with the New York Mets. Luis Robert on the hit right there. Out there, Luis Robert was off to a really good start early in this year and then got hurt. But had a nice April to the year. David, there we go. Luis Roberts coming your way. New York Mets. We have 3 active baseball players, all in their 20s. Nico Hoerner, I believe Nico's still in his 20s. 29. All right, I don't see any correct guesses. You're welcome. Former All-Star. Are you asking which one, Nico Horner or Luis Roberts? So Luis Roberts is the former All-Star for the White Sox. With the Mets this year. Nico Horner is a Gold Glover, really good defensive player. Decent with the bat. This is a down year with his bat, but really good defensive player too. All right, no one with the correct guess, but you know what? Let's stick with that. Giving away a hobby pack. This one not a guaranteed auto, but you know what? Could have an auto in it. It's like one out of every 2.5 packs, something like that has an auto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Greg, Jeff almost got it again. All right, Greg, you are going to get that. Oops, as I break my computer. That'll be yours, Greg. That button there. 1 second, put your name on this. I want the Snoop Dogg. All right, Greg, here we go. Good luck. Hobby pack, not a guaranteed auto, but let's see if we can pull you a heater. All right, Tyler Beatty, former Giant pitcher. Michael Conforto rookie. There you go. Nice Michael Conforto rookie. A Brett Graves. You have a little something here. How about an on-card auto? Jacob Gatewood on-card auto. Nice looking card right there. Jacob Gatewood. And a Jeremy Rhodes. Nice pack. Nice Conforto and Beatty rookies. All right, Greg, those cards coming your way. All right, guys, last break of our night. Thank you guys again, as always, for breaking with me. All right. For this break, everybody out there, put 2 NFL teams, one line. 2 NFL teams, one line. If you guess the team that comes out of the jersey or the helmet, you're going to get a box of mystery. Every single person that guesses correctly will get a box of mystery. I got to refresh this for the Bills. And thank you. You got them? All right, guys. All right, for the jersey, we have 6, 7, 8, 9 as possibilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Number 8. Number 8. All right, here is number 8. Number 6, not this week. All right, for our helmet, we've got 1, 3, and 4 as possibilities. 1, 3, 4. All right. 1. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 times. Box 3. Box 3, let me grab that. Box 3 is coming on. That guy right there, box 3. Replacing box 1. All right, friends. Last call to guesses. 2 teams, 1 line. Everybody guesses correctly. Gonna get a box of mystery. We have Rick with the Cardinals, Michael with the Falcons and Ravens, Grace got the Buffalo Bills, Dave with the Panthers, William's got the Bears, Jeff has the Bengals, Mike has the Browns, Ty has the Boys, Ace with the Broncos, Michael's got the Lions, Jeff with the Packers, Jake has the Texans, Jeff with his Colts, Rick has the Jags, Brandon with the Chiefs, William's got the Raiders, David with the Chargers, Michael's got the Rams, David's got the Dolphins, Jeff with the Vikes, George with the Pats, David has the Saints and Giants, Paul's with the Jets, Michael's flying high with the Eagles and the Steelers, George has the Niners, Rick with the Seahawks, Jose with the Bucks, David with the Titans, and Jose sitting on the commode. All right, guys, no more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Box number 8. Box number 8. Let's dial it up. One of the OG good luck charms. All right. Box 8, guys. Good luck. Sealed up is going to be this seal. We're going to cut into. See what we're pulling. LeGarrette Blount. LeGarrette Blount from the Philadelphia Eagles. LeGarrette Blount. Fly, Eagle, fly. Michael C. LeGarrette Blount on a JSA authentication. I don't think we've pulled a LeGarrette Blount jersey before. Former Steeler. Garrett Blount. All right. Knock it down. Eagles. No punches were thrown. Opening that one. All right, Eagles for the guesses. Box 3, box 3. Let's pull the OG. Here we go. Let's go. Very first good luck charm my daughter ever made was that one. 7 years ago. That's crazy. Where does time go? Now she's a teenager. She knows more than me. Well, at least she thinks she does. Wow. Wow is all I can say. Wow. What a night for quarterbacks from the Seattle Seahawks. How about Russ Wilson? Russ Wilson on the hit. Wow. Nice pull right there. 2 Seahawk helmets tonight on our full size. This one's a Russ Wilson. The other one, the only 2 quarterbacks to ever win a Super Bowl with the Seahawks. Russ Wilson, look at the color on that. On this helmet, that is sick. That is a sick pull right there. And then, obviously, we pulled the Sam Darnold. Rick had been on a big cold streak. So, Rick, glad to have you back in the winner's circle. All right, Russell Wilson. All right, Seahawks and Eagles. So if you guessed one of the birds there, correct birds, Seahawks and Eagles. Well, nobody guessed Seahawks or Eagles. So don't go anywhere, guys. I don't see a Seahawk or Eagle guess. All right. I am going to have 2 packs out there. There's going to be 2 boxes, okay? One true whammy. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not Snoop Dogg, okay? So it's going to be one true whammy and one true massive hit potential. All right, one true whammy, one true potential massive hit. All right, don't go anywhere just yet. You put a guess in. Someone's going to get one of those boxes. All right. Only for the guessers. And this one has to be a name. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jake. All right, Jake. Congratulations, Jake. Let me know shark or the silver. Shark or silver. One true whammy, one true massive potential. All right, Jeff. Well, I appreciate you. You know I do. Uh, you take care. You're always welcome back, though, Jeff. All right. Shark, you got it. All right, guys. Passed up on the silver. Oh, Jake. That was the massive potential on Jake, unfortunately. Silver had a prism pack. Prism. All right, Jake. Shark Week is going to get you an operation. All right, Jake. You are going to get a pair of Operation socks. Hasbro's got it going for you. All right. Well, no worries, Jeff. I try to have fun with you. I can't make it perfect, but I appreciate you, my friend. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody spending obviously their hard-earned time, their money with me. I apologize for being a salesman. I just try to have some fun with it. Um, yeah, I try to have fun here. You can't always please everybody. Not even the people that have been breaking with you for a while. It is what it is. I do my best to have fun. Um, I work hard. I have 2 full-time jobs. This and working for a school. So I do my best. And if people back out, that was a tough one tonight. Just having 5 buyers back out or cancel. That was rough. So do my best. I'll have stuff on the site for next Monday's break here in the next probably 2 minutes. All right, guys. You guys take care. God bless.